So you're thinking about moving to Oxnard but don't want to give up the urban lifestyle? You love the idea of a beach community but hate the idea of adding another 15 to 20 minutes just to get to the highway? Well, we've got the two neighborhoods for you. We are going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly right after this.
And on this channel, we're gonna tell you all about what it's like to live, work, and play in Ventura County. So hit that subscribe button because we have more great videos coming your way. We get calls all the time from people around the world, across the country, and even down the street who are looking to make a move. If you're considering that, definitely let us know. We'd love to help you find the perfect home, neighborhood, and community just for you.
Section and wagon wheel called Park Place, and these are the townhomes. There are three different amazing townhome styles. So if you look over here, you have the two end units are each a different style, and then the middle unit is the third style. So if you notice, the two end units both have what they call California rooms, but we call them rooftop decks, and they're amazing. They have electrical so you can watch something up there, but also in these sections you're going to have a mountain view, which is limited in this area. They currently are starting about $700,000, and depending on what you add and everything else, it might go up to about $800,000. They have 3 stories, and the 2-car garage is actually EV equipped already. So if you have an electrical car, you don't have to do much to have it set up to charge your car. On these inside these different townhomes, you have courts, counters, you have actually large bedrooms and really nice cabinetry. They're just absolutely beautiful inside, and the quality is up there. When you walk in, you're not going to see some shoddy work. Everything was very well thought out. Behind me are the Oxnard Flats. These are ranch style condos in this division. What's really interesting about these is that they're about 300 square feet larger than the townhomes. These flats have a fob entrance, and if you invite somebody over, they have to push a button and ask for you to also let them off at your floor. The security is really high tech. The lobbies are absolutely beautiful when you walk in, and there are 4 different units on each floor. They are very large, and they have these little patios that you can walk out on. However, when you do go outside, there is some noise from the highway, or also construction going on right now. When you're inside, the windows are really thick, so you don't really hear that when you're inside. There are 2 apartment complexes located in Wagon Wheel. The first one is located over the shops and the restaurants, and they have underground parking and a gated entrance with a little courtyard. And the other one is the family apartments, and these have little pocket parks and playgrounds for the kids. With all of these people in an urban setting, you're going to find that it's a little harder to find parking on the street. As more people are getting moved in, you might find that it's harder to get onto the highway or anything when it's time for work. We also, as we were walking around and having these wonderful, wonderful park-like settings and the barbecues and all of these great activities, we did see a homeless person asleep over with the shade and everything that the barbecue and seating area provided. As you're closer to the collections and to other shopping centers, you're going to have more vagrants and everything walking through the complex. So while it's a wonderful high end and all of these great amenities, you might also find that there are the other ups and downs, good, bads, and ugly with being in an urban setting.
We're at the Wagon Wheel neighborhood, right in the heart of the community, next to the historic wishing well, which they rebuilt using the original bricks. There's lots of green space. There's already trails winding through the community. There's a really cool playground just off to my right. On the bottom floor of a building over here as well, there's space where they're going to be building restaurants and shops. They're also going to be building more trails that go along a riverbed, and they're going to have 2 dog parks. They're planning on basketball courts, pickleball courts, ping pong tables, picnic tables, barbecues, a sand volleyball court. And there's going to be a brewery, fine dining and bar, coffee shop, upscale convenience store, barber shop, bowling alley, nail salon.
One of the things that Bart and I absolutely love about both of these communities is, of course, they're both dog friendly. One of the things we really noticed is that people were walking their dogs, picking up after them, playing with them, throwing all of these balls and everything. But also around the different streets, you're going to see that they have the little dog bag, they have the trash bin. There are these beautiful little walkways in between the different apartment complexes, townhomes, and condos, so that you can just keep meandering around and have the sense of being in a park-like setting. Of course, with lots of dogs being in a community, we're seeing that the dogs are out on the patios or the decks and they're barking, or as we're walking by, some will come to the window and start barking.
Right in between these neighborhoods, within just a few minutes drive, is the Collection Shopping Center. It has a Whole Foods, a Target, a movie theater, restaurants, shops, and fun activities like an escape room, a bowling alley, and a jumping bump.
A great thing about living in either of these 2 communities is they're only a 15-minute drive to downtown Ventura. This is the 5-block pedestrian mall. It's historic. There's a classic old movie theater here. There's lots of live music. There's 30+ restaurants, bars, boutiques, shops. There's so many fun different stores you can go into here. We're crazy about Thai food, so we found one restaurant we really love here called Rice by Mama. We like to bring family there when they come into town. As you can see, there's a lot of outdoor seating at a lot of these restaurants, so it's amazing to come down here and enjoy California weather. Also, if you needed options for celiac, gluten-free, there's wood-fired pizza. There's just all kinds of options depending on what you're looking to eat. And last but not least, it is dog-friendly. Another great thing about living in these 2 communities is you're only 10 to 15 minutes as well from the Ventura beaches, the pier. There's a boardwalk trail here that's a nice long boardwalk where you can go for a walk or a bike or skateboard or take your dogs like we do. The trail system also, the boardwalk hooks up to a trail system where you could bike all the way up to Carpinteria or even up into the mountains up towards Ojai. So this is just a classic, fantastic California spot to hang out at. We come here to watch the surfers. It's a great surf spot. There's a great fish restaurant at the pier. So just an amazing place to hang out and enjoy life.
Riverpark is a planned neighborhood, and when they planned this neighborhood, they put different types of homes in different sections. We are currently in the single family section. In this one, there are the larger single-family homes on the larger lots, and these lots range between about 6,000 to 7,000 square feet. The home behind me recently sold for a little over $1 million, and it's on the larger side of the lot. It also is 2,500 square feet, roughly. Fully updated with beautiful courts, an open kitchen. The backyard has a barbecue, built-in barbecue, lots of play area for the kids. And it did sell for around $1 million, but sold under listing price. And we're seeing that a lot in this neighborhood and some of the other neighborhoods that have the higher end homes, which have been impacted by the changing market. Now, just a little bit over, there's a smaller home on about the same size lot, and it's around 1,600 square feet, and it recently sold for around 800. So that really gives you an idea about the different price range depending on the size of the home. It was the same kind of updates with the beautiful courts and everything else too, in a similar sized lot. On this street in Riverpark, they have the single-family homes with ADU units or guest homes over the garage. So if you notice, this is one of the smaller homes. It's about 1,600 square feet. And the garage over there, they actually have an ADU unit where you can walk up the stairs, and it has a little kitchenette and a bathroom and a studio. And these rarely go for sale. This one was actually the only one that sold this year with an ADU, and it was about a year ago and sold for $725. I have had clients that I've discussed things with and they're looking for an ADU unit, or I've gone over to their homes and looked around and they're talking about maybe going on the market. And they have homes that maybe range about 2,000 square feet and have an ADU unit over. Some of the people who bought their homes chose not to put a bathroom in or a kitchenette, and they sell for less. One of the other things to take note is that they are on smaller lots. So these lots are about 3,000 to 5,000 square feet.
They don't call it Riverpark for nothing. There's a lot of great parks within this community. We're here at the local dog park. There's a nice section here for larger dogs, and then over this way there's actually another section for smaller dogs. You might notice as well that the grass on the side here is really getting brown, and the reason for that is with water restrictions, communities aren't able to water those areas.
We're in the townhome section of Riverpark now. This home recently sold for about $550, so that gives you an idea about how much townhomes cost in this area. Townhomes are two-story with a two-car garage. Most of them have granite counters, but a few have tile, and they sell for a lot less. One of the things that I really like about the townhomes is the main living is on the main floor, and then the bedrooms and bathrooms are on the second floor, and you might have a slight view of the mountains or a pocket park. One of the other things you might notice about the townhomes is that they use about the same color palette for the different styles of the townhomes. So a lot of them look about the same. Both the condos and the townhomes not only have the Melrose, but they also have a HOA. The Melrose is something that is added to your taxes on top of the property tax that you pay in order to help take care of the roads and the common areas and the lights and the sewer. Riverpark doesn't have an end date currently for their Melrose, and some people are a little upset about that also. We're on the semi-detached condo street. These condos only have 2 units per structure. You have the unit that is in the front that is facing either a street or a pocket park. You also might have a slight view of the mountains from that balcony or the 3rd story. The one in the back, you enter from the side and you have a view of the alley. And so those tend to sell for about 5% less than the ones that have a better view. Both units have 2-car garages. However, you might only have one that is a tandem, so front to back, or you might have one that is actually a side-to-side garage. One of the things that I really love is that, as in all the homes built in Riverpark, they are higher quality. So when you walk in, you can tell that the builders really took pride in the work that they did. Also, as in any place in Oxnard, you have the amazing weather. So in the winter, you're looking at an average of about 55 degrees, and in the summer, an average of around 66 degrees. Bart and I sometimes go, oh my gosh, today is so hot, and our friends laugh at us in Colorado or Utah because they have degrees of 100, and we're complaining about maybe 75, 80 degrees. So if you want that problem, this probably is a good place for you. Due to only having 2 assigned parking places, you're gonna have a hard time finding parking on the street. The trees aren't as established because most of the homes have been built in the 2000s. And so when you're looking for shade, it's gonna be a little more difficult also. Wagon Wheel and Riverpark both share the same schools. The elementary and middle school are located in Riverpark, and so it's a nice little walk over to them. The good news is that they're close by and that there is a low student-to-teacher ratio. However, because of their low test scores, they are rated below average.
A great part about the Riverpark community is there are miles and miles of trails. So if you like to get outdoors and get exercise, walk your dogs, and spend time outside with your family, this is a great neighborhood for that because it was so well planned. And on long stretches of the trails, actually, you have beautiful mountain views as well. I'm sure you've probably noticed that Wagon Wheel and Riverpark have lots of great features and benefits, things that are amazing about these areas. And they also might have some things you don't like. Keep in mind that Ventura County is extremely diverse. So if you're thinking about coming out this way, definitely let us know. We would love to work with you and help you find the community, neighborhood, and home that's just perfect for you. Thanks for stopping by. We're looking forward to hearing from you.